What up, my people? It is I, your guide, the filthy animal for the topics where we talk our trash. One man's trash is another man's treasure. We lit, we live, we ready on this late night. On this late night, happy people. Don't let unhappy people ruin your shine. Happy people. Don't let them do it. Don't let those crabs in the bottom of the barrel pull you back down. No, 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 no. Don't let those unhappy people do that to you. Don't let them manipulate your happiness. Don't let them manipulate your space. No, 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 no. We're not going to do that, happy people. We're not going to let those unhappy people bring you down. We're not going to let these unhappy people pull you into their own personal dramas. See, happy people, let me explain something to you, right? Especially with this era of social media, right? Let me be real with you, okay? Maybe about 10% of the people you know are actually going to be happy for you, happy people. Okay? But guess what? And a lot of these people that are not happy for you will try to pull you in to some bullshit. But let me tell you what's the problem. It's not that they're not happy for you. It's because they're unhappy with themselves. And they have something going on internally with themselves. Right? And misery loves company. So you guys have to be aware of the unhappy people, right? And we have to be conscious of these people, right? We have to pay attention because these people have something going on internally that is not your problem. It is their problem to deal with, all right? So we got to watch out for these unhappy people. Okay, happy people? And let me explain something to you, right? About these unhappy people. They make up some things and perceptions in their head of life, of maybe how their life should have been, right? And maybe who you should have became and who they should have became. And when life doesn't turn out in the expectancy or to the expectancy that they had, right? Guess what? It becomes an emotional turmoil for them. For them. So we're going to learn to do, right? We're going to learn to not entertain these people. We're going to learn to not even give them a smidge or smudge of our energy. We're going to ignore those people and leave them with that heaviness on their chest. We're not going to entertain your shit. We're going to leave you unhappy people where you stand, because that's a problem that you have to work out. Not the people that are just living their lives and do what they're doing in their own zone. Because the unhappy people are worried about other people. And that's why they're unhappy, because they're not working on themselves. They're worrying about what this person says. They're worrying about what this person's doing, how much money this person's making, how much they not doing, how this person's going on a trip, why they not going on a trip. But they ain't doing these things because they ain't putting in no hard work behind it. They ain't working on themselves. They're too busy worrying about you and what you got going on. So they would never be happy because they're not working on themselves. And let's go back to the emotions. Remember, happiness is an emotion which comes and goes, okay? But there comes a part of happiness that has to do with being comfortable with the person you've become, okay? And when a person lives unhappy, and when we mean unhappy, we mean miserable people, okay, that'll try to pull you into bullshit that ain't got nothing to do with you. Miserable people that are that'll pull you in dramas or mention your name around the town and try to dirty it and things like that, you know, and look for any reason to throw some smut on your name, right? In the words of Gilly the King and Wallow over there, throw some dirt on your name, right? They'll look for reasons, right? Just throw some dirt on your name, right? There may be motherfuckers in conversation and a motherfucker will bring you up, right? And this goes for men and women. Motherfucker will bring you up just to talk some shit about your name, and this shit ain't gonna make no sense, right? They'll make up a story, or they'll bring up something that happened 20 years ago and twist it around to make you look bad and make them look good. But those are the unhappy people, you know what I'm saying, that'll bring you up. So we have to watch out for those unhappy people, right? Because, you know, sometimes we'll be living our lives and those unhappy people, right? And here's the thing about those unhappy people. It could be the person that's right next to you. It could be your wife. It could be your husband. It could be your uncle, your brother, your sister. Unhappy people. It could be a friend that you've known for 20 years. Secretly hating and with secret animosity because certain things are not going their way. But let me tell you something, man. Here's something that doesn't lie. Energy. Energy does not lie. Okay? You can tell when you go to give someone a five or give somebody a hug and a kiss. That energy when you're doing that. Okay? You can tell when that love is genuine. You can tell when it's weird. You can tell when it's off somehow. And a lot of times we dismiss that. But we have to be conscious and aware to those people. You dig? You feel me? Because these unhappy people will bring you down in all type of ways. Right? And let me just give you some examples like I always like to do. You can be happy as shit. And it might be your wife. It might be your husband. You might be having a good day. And they might call you with a wrench in the game that'll throw you off and fuck up your whole day. You can have things going great. And you might have a sister or brother who might call you with their problems. And it'll fuck up your day. Fuck, do I just talk into the can? How about you worry about yourself, buddy? How's that? Mr. New Narrative. See this new narrative guy? He looks like an unhappy person. He always has something slick and negative to say. Yeah, you. And I'm going to at you on this so you can watch it fully. Because you seem like an unhappy person. And you know what? That's another thing. We have to watch it because we think this internet doesn't play a factor. Right? But I'm going to give y'all some game. Or some jewels, like I like to call it. Right? Because one man's trash is another man's treasure. So I'm going to give you some jewels about this internet thing. This social media that we love to put all our business on. Like I said, only a 10% of them people that you know are really happy for you. And maybe, shit, some situations, you might have a mother, your father might not even support your shit. And they might be on some unhappy shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, thank God I'm fortunate to not have that problem. But let me tell y'all about this internet and social media thing and this saying that we have in Spanish. Okay? Como hay bendición, hay maldición. Como hay bendición, existe maldición. What that means right there, my people, the same way people can wish good blessings on you is the same way people can curse you with their energy. Alright? Through this social media. Through this social media. Believe it or not, energy is strong. And you know, a lot of people say, oh, I'm not superstitious. Well, no. Motherfucker can jinx your shit. Motherfucker can see you Going good, and the motherfucker can look at your shit. Literally, look at your shit and look at what you're doing and the movement you're doing. And that unhappy mother freaker, right? And sometimes it's not even intention. But they so fucked up with themselves that they'll send the bad mojo your way. Your way. Just like the other day, right? We can blame it on just the dog was crazy. Just the dog got crazy the other day, and she decided to jump out the window all crazy and this and that. Let me be honest with you. That dog does not really ever move crazy like that. That dog does never is anxiety and crazy and back and forth the way she was that day. Alright? So it's like you have to watch and be aware and protect yourself too. Because these people will throw those bad mojos your way. And for me, I believe in that. I believe somebody will curse you so much, and like I said, the same way the law of attraction works for you, it works for them. And sometimes we use the law of attraction unintentionally. A lot of times we use the law of attraction unintentionally. So even these unhappy people will unintentionally curse your shit. And they didn't even know they did it. And there's those people who really have that animosity and say, why this dude and not me? Why this girl get the Chanel bag and she get all the dudes that want a wife her and this and that? She's the biggest star in the world, but she got all these niggas that ready to wife her, and I'm this fucking good girl that goes to work every day and I do what I have to do and this, that, and the third. Hello. Right? And I can't get a good man. Right? I can't get a good man. And I'm a good woman. I come home every day after work. I don't want a Chanel purse. I don't want the Louis Vuitton. I'm happy with just give me a good person by my side, and we have a great family and this, that, and the third. And I'm happy. But damn, why can't I find that dude? Right? And she don't mean to hate on the girl that's just doing her, living her life and not worried about that type of shit. But that type of person, would, even though we're not bad intentions, will send some bad mojo jojo down your way. You know what I'm saying? Some bad vibes, some bad mojo. And when you notice, man, some shit will happen to your favorite purse. You know what I'm saying? You might just get that car, you might post it. And this motherfucker walking, or he's still stuck in his little fucking Honda. No offense to the people that drive Hondas out there. Will see that and not even intentionally curse your shit, but they be like, damn, I'm here struggling in this fucked up Honda, and this nigga gets to ride around this and that. But they don't know your struggle behind that. They just see what they see on this social media. They ain't know what it took for you to get that. They ain't know that it took a lot of hard work that they wasn't willing to put in. And that goes for everything, whether it's a vehicle, whether it was that Chanel purse, whether it was that Louis Vuitton. And even if a nigga just gave you that Louis Vuitton, it took for you to go on that date. It took for you to hear that nigga shit. It took for you to maybe suck his dick. But they ain't seeing that. They not seeing that shit at all. What's good, my brother? You already know. If I thought we live, we ready, man. We talking about these unhappy people. That they would jinx you from miles away. And you don't even know. We think that the bad mojo doesn't exist. That bad mojo exists. These people don't like to see you winning. And if you winning and they not winning, guess what? Guess what? It's only a 10% that's happy to see you happy. Them people with the bad mojo inside, they're going to send you them bad vibes. And it can jinx you. It can cause things to happen. It can cause your mind frame to be fucked up over they fucking mad mojo jojo. You know what I'm saying? Over they bad mojo. So we got to learn, man, this internet is dangerous too. You know what I'm saying? It's like I said, even if you a chick and you able to have 1,000 niggas want to wife you. And you might have this girl on the other end who she's the greatest good girl in the world. But she can't find a good man for life. She might jinx you from miles away without even knowing. Listen, or you might be in a happy relationship and this bitch going through hell with some nigga that treat her like shit. She might look at your relationship online and want that shit so damn bad for herself. Now you arguing with your husband. You arguing with your wife. Because this next nigga or this next bitch is seeing you on the internet. And they wish they had the type of shit you had. They wish you had the type of life you had. But they don't see the struggle because they only see what you put on the internet. They don't see the hard work it took to go get that. They don't see the hard work that you had to suck that dick for that Louis Vuitton bag. They don't see that when you had to buy that car, you had to work 80 hours a week. You had to hustle and bustle. You had to save money. You had to not eat certain meals to save that dollar. But they ain't seeing that. And they're not willing to put in that work. And they'll look at you, at what you're doing, and since they fucked up in here internally, because they ain't got the drive, or they ain't got the motivation, or they ain't got, and I'm not going to say luck, because it ain't nothing luck in this world. It's motherfucking hard work, dedication, determination, consistency. Simple. Simple. Any motherfucker that got some shit is because he's been working hard for this shit. Whether you know it or not. Shit don't just come to a motherfucker, man. So it's like, we have to be aware of these unhappy people. These unhappy people will jinx your shit. So we have to always, right? Let me tell you what saves you from that. Meditation. Meditation and clearing your auras and cleaning all them bad energies and in your mind, right? In your mind, right? Because we're magical. You put up that force field. You say nobody's energy can harm me. I'm invincible. I'm invincible. Right? And you meditate on that. And you say only I can affect my own life. Okay? You say only I can affect my own life. Not no one else. And that's what's going to keep you safe from these motherfuckers and they bad mojo jojo. And also, when they try to pull you into shit, when they try to get you to stoop down to their level, when the crab tries to pull you back down when you out of the fucking barrel, don't entertain that shit. You leave them with that shit right on their chest. Because it ain't you. It's them. It's them who have to fix themselves. So their problem is not with you. Their problem is with that man in the mirror. Simple as that. And that's just how it is. It is I, your guy, Filthy Animal Filthy Topics, where we talk our trash, and one man's trash is another man's treasure. We lit, we live, we ready.